in a small, forgotten village nestled deep within the shadows of an ancient forest. A chilling tale has gripped the hearts of its inhabitants for centuries. Whispers of darkness and despair filled the evening air as the villagers spoke of the legend of the Grim Reaper, a fearsome entity rumored to roam the land under the pale moonlight. The Grim Reaper, as the stories went, was a sinister figure that embodied death itself. Its form, shrouded in a tattered black cloak, concealed a skeletal frame that rattled with every step. In its bony grip, the Reaper wielded a wicked scythe, poised to sever the fragile threads of life, and clasped within its skeletal hands an hourglass marked the fragile existence of those who dared to cross its path. Legend had it that within the village, a curse lingered. Residents whispered of an ancient pact with the Reaper, a pact made in desperation and despair. Generation after generation, the Reaper would come silently to claim a soul, a sacrificial offering selected by the village elders. The chosen one would vanish without a trace, spirited away to the unknown realm where the Reaper reigned supreme. The villagers lived in constant fear, their hearts heavy with dread as they awaited the Reaper's arrival. Sleepless nights became the norm, for the mere thought of the skeletal figure lurking in the deepest corners of their dreams haunted their every waking moment. Some claimed to have seen the Reaper hovering at the edge of their vision, a mere flicker of darkness, watching, waiting. Children ceased to play in the meadow, their laughter muted by the lurking sense of peril. Eyes darted nervously, searching for any telltale sign of the Reaper's sinister presence. Each ticking second echoed like a death knell, a reminder of the hourglass's sand slipping away, counting down to the inevitable encounter. As the village fell into a shroud of despair, whispers grew louder, tales more haunting. Those who had encountered the Reaper and lived to tell the tale spoke of chilling encounters, emaciated hands reaching out from the abyss, a voice colder than death itself whispering dreadful secrets into their ears, promising an eternity of suffering. The Reaper, it seemed, possessed a malevolence that surpassed imagination. It reveled in the torment it inflicted upon the doomed souls, taunting their fragile existence and reveling in their futile struggles to escape its grasp. The villagers, paralyzed by fear, feared that one day they too would be caught within its bony clutches, forever lost to the world. And so, the village remained a desolate place, eternally bound to their pact with the Grim Reaper. The tales of its skeletal form, the sight of its ominous presence, and the dance of the scythe became a harrowing reality. The Reaper's eternal reign over this forgotten place left a stain upon its very soul, a testament to the dark forces that lingered within. With the threat of the Reaper looming and no escape in sight, the villagers clung to a glimmer of hope, an elusive plea for salvation. But as time ticked away and their fate grew ever closer, the true nature of their terrifying bond with the Grim Reaper would remain hidden, awaiting its chilling climax. One fateful night, as the village lay buried beneath an inky darkness, a chilling wind whispered through the streets. Doors creaked open, inviting the Reaper's presence into the very homes of the terrified inhabitants. The air grew heavy with dread, and a silent panic gripped their hearts. Whispers spread like wildfire, tales of encounters with the Reaper becoming more frequent and brazen. Eyes widened as the Reaper's skeletal figure materialized outside windows, surveying its prey with hollow sockets that seemed to glow with an otherworldly luminescence. The villagers trembled, their souls quivering at the thought of becoming yet another victim to the inescapable clutches of death himself. One villager, an elderly woman named Agnes, harbored a secret. In her youth, she had encountered the Reaper, surviving its chilling touch. Agnes knew that she held the key to understanding the true nature of their pact and the means to break free from the Grim Reaper's relentless grip. Seeking the solace of ancient tomes and forbidden texts, Agnes delved deeper into the realms of occult knowledge. The secrets she uncovered spoke of forbidden rituals, forgotten incantations, and a glimmer of hope that could banish the Grim Reaper from their village forever. But as she journeyed further down the path of darkness, whispers crept into her mind, whispering temptations of everlasting power and forbidden alliances. Agnes became consumed by her newfound knowledge, her sanity teetering precariously on the edge as she danced with the twisted forces that sought to manipulate her. Determined to unleash her village from the clutches of the Grim Reaper, she bore the weight of her discoveries alone, knowing the consequences of her actions could spell doom for them all. As the moon cast an eerie glow over the village, Agnes initiated her plan. She called upon the ancient forces, reciting incantations that echoed through the night, her voice a magnet for the Reaper's attention. The air crackled with energy, and a vortex of darkness swirled around her, threatening to consume her very essence. And then, in an instant, the Reaper materialized before her, towering over her frail form. Its bones rattled as a voice, dripping with malice, slithered from its hollow mouth, testing her resolve. With an ancient scroll clutched tightly in her trembling hand, Agnes summoned every ounce of strength she possessed and dared to defy death itself. What happened next in that accursed village remains unknown, a haunting mystery draped in darkness. The screams of desperation, the clash of opposing forces, and the whispers that carried on the chilling wind have become mere echoes in the annals of time. Yet, beneath the moon's gaze, the village still stands, its secrets entwined with the Grim Reaper. And there, in the depths of the ancient forest, the remnants of a battle linger, a battle that would determine the ultimate fate of the village, and perhaps the entire realm. Within the dense foliage of the ancient forest, the battle between Agnes and the Grim Reaper raged on. Their clash of wills echoed through the twisted trees, causing even the hardiest of woodland creatures to retreat into the shadows. Arcane energies crackled and surged in the air, as if the very fabric of reality itself trembled under the weight of their confrontation. Agnes, standing resolute, channeled the forbidden powers she had discovered, her frail form illuminated by an ethereal glow. Her eyes blazed with determination as she confronted the Grim Reaper, its skeletal visage twisted in fury. The scythe swung with deadly precision, slicing through the air with a bone-chilling whir. But Agnes, fueled by sheer desperation, defied the Reaper's relentless assaults. A culmination of knowledge, courage, and raw willpower surged within her, pushing the limits of human capability. Shadows writhed around her in a protective embrace, deflecting the Reaper's unholy strikes. As the confrontation intensified, the veil between realms began to thin. Eldritch energies converged, warping the very fabric of existence. Otherworldly entities, drawn by the chaos, materialized on the outskirts of the battlefield, their presence ominous and otherworldly. They watched, their glowing eyes betraying a strange mixture of curiosity and malice. The forest itself seemed to join the fray, its branches thrashing and entangling the Reaper, momentarily impeding its relentless pursuit. Roots sprouted from the earth, attempting to ensnare the Reaper's skeletal legs. But with each violent swing of its scythe, it deflected their efforts with unnerving ease. Agnes knew that time was running out. She could feel the Reaper's strength intensify, its fury growing with every passing moment. The woods around her moaned in agony, their ancient voice pleading for an end to the grim eternal struggle. Summoning her dwindling reserves of power, Agnes mustered one last act of defiance. She chanted incantations older than time itself, words that resonated with primordial force. And in that blinding moment of transcendence, the earth trembled, and a blinding light engulfed the battlefield. What happens next, dear reader, is a tale that remains entwined within the shadowed tapestry of the ancient forest, waiting to be unraveled by the curious and the brave. Will Agnes triumph over the Grim Reaper, or will the curse persist, forever binding the doomed village to its dark fate? Only the passage of time will decide the conclusion of this haunting saga. For now, the secrets of the Grim Reaper and Agnes' valiant struggle for salvation remain guarded by the Guardian of Stories Untold.